There's the pink Badgermobile.
I told you there's Badgermobiles for each one of them.
I thought there was a witness here. Is it the pink Badger?
Is it gonna be the lady? Lollipops?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see anyone.
Mr. Edgeworth! Oh, it's Emma!
Oh!
I didn't know she was in this game.
No. Long time no see.
You are Miss Emma Skye, correct? This girl is the younger sister of my former superior, Lana Skye. 2 years ago, we stood in the same courtroom together as witness and prosecutor. But I thought she had gone to Europe to study forensics.
I can't believe you remembered me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Of course I do. How have you been? You look to be in good spirits. I legit did not know she was in this game. I genuinely, like, I was like, oh yeah, she's in Rise from the Ashes, and then it just shows up in Apollo Justice later. And then they've used her to replace Gumshoe, and I like Gumshoe more. Are you still studying abroad?
You bet! More than anything, I want to investigate crime scenes scientifically. I've been studying non-stop every day to become a top-notch forensic scientist.
It is nice to see her older design. Again, with the hat. I like the hat.
But it's spring break now, so I thought I'd come back for a bit.
I see. Well, I almost didn't recognize you. You've really grown in these past few years.
Please don't tease me, Mr. Edgeworth. I know I still have a long way to go. But I'm going to be a super forensic scientist someday. You'll see. You seem to know Mr. Edgeworth really well. Are you two acquainted? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Emma Skye. Nice to meet you. I'm studying abroad now to be a forensic scientist. How about you? Wow, that's a great dream. My name's Kay Faraday. And I'm trying to become an unstoppable great thief. A great thief?
Don't think too hard on it, Emma. It's not worth the trouble. In any case, we have much to catch up on.
You bet we do.
Alright. So, why are you here, Emma?
Well, I just happened to decide to come back home for spring break. And then I heard that you'd come back too, so I raced on over here.
How the fuck did you even know I was here? Okay.
I had really wanted to welcome me back at the airport, but I just missed you.
And how exactly did you know I was here?
Through the power of science, naturally. Never underestimate what science can do for you.
Look at her. She's the power of the Nintendo DS. Fucking watch out.
No, of the fucking flip phone, baby.
It's one of those side flip phones.
Add one of them. I use these to track your footprints, and I follow them straight to you. This set is the greatest. It's so wonderfully scientific. You spray this chemical on the ground, and whenever you shine the special light on it, zing! The footprints light up like an electric double gas in a gas tube. It's almost like magic, scientifically speaking.
Forensic science has never seemed more ominous to me than this very moment. Emma, I'd like to ask you about what you witnessed.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, there's the fucking sprite. Are you not the witness Detective Gumshoe told us about?
Well, I did get a call from Detective Gumshoe earlier. He was practically yelling at me. Mr. Edgeworth needs your scientific doohickeys right now, pal, he said.
What was that man thinking? Or rather, not thinking.
So, let me guess. There's been a murder, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, yep. There's been murder. It's a sudden glint in her eyes. But I need to keep my mind focused on the witness. Now, where did that person go? You know anything about the blue Badgermobile?
Scientifically calculating and thinking critically about this. Been putting it away that transmits the feelings I understand. Whew, done! She makes it sound like she knows what she's talking about, but she really has no idea.
Admittedly, I'm slightly confused by what she just rattled off. I have no idea what the fuck she was talking about. I'm guessing I need to ask about the body.
Maybe.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I think at some point we have to get her to the fucking footprints, probably.
Is there nothing here to present?
I guess we just have to look for the actual witness.
Okay, come over here.
Yes?
We gotta talk. You look deep in thought. Care to share, Kay?
With all that's happened, I'm getting a little confused. For example, what the detective said earlier?
About how we must look for the witness at the stadium?
No, not that. The I'm always rooting for you bit. I was thinking how sweet it is. It's like you two are best friends.
We are best friends, but I'm never going to admit it. I think you're a little confused, alright, Kay? No, we're best friends. Shut up.
Besties.
I assume this is another Badger-mobile?
Yeah, but it's a different color than the Blue Badger's car.
Yes, this is the
The Retina.
Oh, the retina searing pink model. What's that off in the distance? Oh, good God, is it the pink one?
Oh, hey, it's the Pink Badger. Badger, get!
So you're not voicing 3 people in this fucking scene. Let me do it. Badger, 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 Badger. Just what does she get in these silly things? Why is she wearing a fucking pair of handcuffs?
I think this Badger has something to say to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Are you, by chance, the witness I've been searching for? Sorry, but I don't speak Badger. Why do they have one handcuff? Like they're a fucking, like,
I don't know.
rapper. Kill me. Oh no! I can't take being inside that stuffy head anymore. Yo! No! Why her? Why here? Why now? I first met this woman 3 years ago. She was a witness in one of my cases. She has since gone out of her way to pop up unexpectedly and cause me great grief. Edgy Poo, why couldn't you understand what I was trying to tell you? I mean, really, I was trying so hard to keep the kids' dreams alive by staying in character. But you couldn't pick up on what I was trying to convey to you. I'm sick and tired of that roundabout way of talking, so I'm just going to be direct. I had a bad feeling before, but this just made it official. Today has gone beyond typical not my day into a realm of waking nightmare. 2 days in a row murder. Now I have to deal with this woman. God is real and he hates me.
So you're a friend of Mr. Edgeworth too, Miss Pink Badger?
You could say that, but right now I'm just the Pink Badger dearie. She may look the part, but I know better than to trust my eyes around this woman. My name is Wendy Oldbag, but you can call me Wendy or Granny or whatever suits your fancy.
Nice to meet you, Miss Oldbag. I'm Kay Faraday.
What do I care about a young whippersnapper like you?
Yeesh, I was just trying to be polite.
Weren't you a security guard at the Gatewater Hotels the last time we met? I'm sorry. I go where I'm needed. I'm very good at what I do, unlike the youth of today. I get cold and know the time to fill in where there aren't enough hands. But enough about me, Edgy Poo. I'm thoroughly dejected right now. I finally get the chance to see you again, and here you are, talking with 2 young girls. Men are all the same. Doesn't matter. Fuck it, I'm not reading all that. Fuck you.
He went and got to the rage marriage with a 16-year-old, and when he sees her adult, it say the ritual takes years to ripen, and... You seem to attract those sorts of interesting people, Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay, please, I'm begging you, by all means, do not provoke her any further. Dude, I know we've only known each other for like 3 hours, but please, I'm begging you.
Aren't you forgetting about something, Mr. Edgeworth? This person could be the witness.
Honestly, I hope she isn't, but I don't think fate is going to be so kind today. I saw what happened. I even saw the exact moment it happened. How's that?
So it's true. She is the witness.
You can just hear it's like be like, give me just a second. Just turns around.
Just yells to his fucking ass, Scott.
Alright, I'm better now. I'm good. I'm good. I don't suppose I can afford to ignore the old bag. Yes, it was just a little while ago. I saw it happen right in front of me. The moment of the murder. You mean to say that you witnessed someone being killed right before your eyes?
Sounds like a pretty important piece of testimony to me. Oh,
Bork.
I will.
York. Bork.
Mother's home, so I will BRB.
Alright, I'm just gonna get through this. I came to this stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other in that area. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot, and a person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. Looks like we hit the jackpot, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I can't afford to ignore what she has to say. Fortunately... What's that, unfortunately? You tacked on the end, supposedly to mean Edgy Poo. Well, anyway, let's see what we have to find out from this little old lady. Rebuttal. Came to the stadium to take a short break. You mean you took a break from being the Pink Badger? You may not think it, but it's hard work keeping kids' dreams alive. You smell of sweet, your hip creaks with pain. You even begin to dream about work. That's the kind of story that would scar a child for life, you know. Well, that's why I chose to come take my break here, whippersnapper. I don't plan on playing the part of the dead badger in front of a bunch of kids. So what did you see while you, the Pink Badger, were resting? Oh yes, that well. While we were resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other. Alright. You saw two men. Can you describe them for me? They looked like your average Joes, completely uninteresting and not worth fawning over. I'm telling you, they were so boring that I don't even remember much beyond that. But did they have any special features? Anything you can recall would be very helpful.
Babe, I just got some candy.
Oh, nice. Oh my.
Twix, cookies, and cream.
Don't tell me you're jealous of those two men.
Hey, she's right. You do seem pretty worked up over them, Mr. Edgeworth.
Please shut your goddamn mouth. I'm not worked up over anyone, and I'm not jealous. Listen, I already have a man in my life. It's alright, Edgy Poo. Those two were just foals compared to a stallion like you. I thought so little of them that I lost interest the instant I laid eyes on them. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot and a person who fell to the ground. You're claiming to have seen the exact moment in which the murder took place. Absolutely! That gun made a terrible racket when it was fired.
You didn't try to go get help from the person that got shot?
I'm only one person, you smart alecky brat. What could I have done? But I took off as soon as I could to find someone who could help.
Oh my god.
Bork, bork, yark, york. Two men, one bullet. It's all consistent with what we found out from the body. Sadly, there wasn't exactly a lot of new information to go on in your testimony. Well, if I saw the guy again, I'm sure I could identify him for you. I mean, how do you expect me to remember anything without something to jog my memory?
So shattered, aren't we?
While it was somewhat useful, her testimony also presents us with a new problem.
Mr. Edgeworth, if I slip in the mouth.
Yes.
So about this new problem.
What is that giant grin on your face for?
Do you want me to show you something really nice?
No, thank you.
Don't be so mean. I swear it's something you're gonna like.
Oh my god, she has an actual, or is that like a TI-85 calculator? What the, huh?
What you see is a secret weapon of a great thief.
A cell phone. Ah, I should have known it would be worthless.
Aw, don't be like that. Ahem.
Oh?
What do you think now?
What is it doing? It's projecting something into the air. Are we going to Batman Arkham Origins?
I'm going to input the necessary information to run the simulation now.
Are we going to get to like Batman Arkham Origins rebuild crime scenes?
Once I'm done, I'll increase the size of a projection to its maximum size. dark skies of everything, when no other bird dares take wing alone. When no other bird dares take wing, one alone remains all-seeing. Now, witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood.
Oh shit!
Ooh!
What is this?
This is a recreation of the murder based on the info I input into the Little Thief.
That's the name of it? Little Thief. I dare say I think you're taking the Robin Hood thing a bit too far. Oh, because Little John. Okay, I get it.
Little Thief is actually meant to be a simulator for me to plan my thefts. But I suppose if I used it like this... Let's see... This old bag said the two men were facing each other. And then a gunshot rang out, and the victim fell to the ground.
Well, they need to be a whole lot closer if he's gonna shoot him in the abdomen. Like, that's not how that would have happened. Man would have need to run up and, like, point the gun in his stomach. So, with this, we can inspect the crime scene as it was in the past.
See? So what do you think?
I have to say, I'm impressed by the technology thieves have access to these days.
Well, it is the super secret weapon of the almighty Yatagarasu.
Indeed.
Oh, but if there isn't enough information or something is out of place, the recreation could come out a little strange.
In other words, I can use this to authenticate the validity of a witness's testimony.
You got it! You really catch on quick, Mr. Edgeworth.
Right now, the simulation is a recreation of that witness's testimony. Yeah, I'm so glad this is here, because this is like the...
Yeah!
This makes shit interesting.
Yeah, this shit's cool.
If I find anything illogical or strange, I can then ask for clarification.
Feel free to examine anything in the simulation in the way you always do. You can even present evidence when you find a contradiction.
Well, I know one right now that this is not
And
how
if you
they're
find-
standing.
And if you find something, I've got the Little Thief with me, so just let me know, okay?
Begin investigation. This is really neat. According to the testimony, the victim fell to the ground here.
That's right, but...
But if that's the case, then we've already found our first contradiction.
What? Where?
There's no blood. If this is really the scene of the crime, there's something missing that should be here. What piece of evidence shows the missing item? I'm gonna guess this. This is the contradiction.
Something wrong with my recreation?
If this is the real scene of the crime, something specifically should be here. If you think back, how did we deduce that the other crime scene was not the real one?
Oh, I get what's missing now. There's no blood on the ground here either, right?
Right. The fact that there is no blood here casts doubt on the witness's testimony.
It's in the suit.
It's in this. Oh my god, that's exactly what I thought too. Edgy Poo, how can you doubt me like that? Are you calling me a liar? No, I know what I saw, and I saw the victim get shot down.
You know, I don't think she's lying, Mr. Edgeworth.
To be honest, I can't think of a reason why she would lie to me. In that case, maybe there's another explanation for the distinct lack of blood. It's the fucking...
It's the suit!
I'm curious, can I examine the gunsman? Silhouette of the killer with his gun at the ready. Creates the face of the killer.
Well, I can't exactly input what we don't know into Little Thief.
She has a point.
I don't know if that's it.
Well, I don't really have anything else to go on. Hey.
What?
Well, because it said the victim was in the costume, so I was assuming that I need to go off, like, the description.
Okay.
Is it not possible that the victim was wearing a costume?
So, you really think Mr. Decon was one of the kidnappers?
I think we can reasonably assume there's a very good chance that he was. And that if he was shot while he was inside one of those stolen costumes...
Then Mr. Decon's blood would be inside the costume instead of on the ground.
Precisely. Now, if only we could prove that the victim was wearing a costume.
You think it'd be pretty easy if we could find some footprints.
Emma?
Emma!
But the problem is finding them, since there doesn't seem to be any around.
Footprints, huh? I wonder how we can go about finding some of those. Emma! Emma! Woman!
This is amazing! Just feel the power of science.
Emma, I need you to use your smart brain. About that method you were talking about for finding footprints.
Ah, finally, my expert knowledge in forensics is needed.
I think, like, I don't want to, like, assume, but, like, I know a lot of people do like Emma. I've never been a super big fan of her, but I think the reason she keeps showing up is, like, she's super popular in Japan, right?
Maybe?
Like, I imagine that's why. Because she just straight up replaced Gumshoe as detective on all the cases.
Let me look.
Listen, the power of popularity polls hold quite a sway in Japan. Yes, well, can you detect a trace, even partial footprints?
Leave it to me. My cutting-edge detection kit can find anything.
Very well, if you could please analyze the footprints in this area.
Okay, stand back. And now witness the power of science at work.
There's the Emma Skye theme.
Yeah, it doesn't quite say, but I'm going to assume probably yes.
That's what I've always assumed, because, like, the reason why certain characters are always in, like, certain media is because the power of popularity polls are terrifying in Japan.
Yeah. I think that's the reason why Inigo showed back up, because he ranked so high on, like, the popularity poll, especially in Japan. Like, on the women's one, he was, like, second after N.
Yeah, Inga, yeah. Those, like, the Unova, like, characters are super popular in Japan, which is good, because they're good characters and they deserve to be popular. Oh, it's Emma.
Hey! So I had food in my mouth.
It's okay!
Hey! I found something! Look, right here!
I don't see anything.
Oh, that's right! Here, put these special glasses on, Mr. Edgeworth.
I want to see Edgeworth with the glasses on. These footprints here were definitely left by a badger costume! Those motherfuckers!
Judging by the way the prints are layered, those seem to be the newest.
God, this, I'm so glad that this case is just inventing new sentences on the fly. This is what I needed. Then we can conclude that the victim was definitely wearing a costume at the time. Victim's costume.
Okay, in that case, I'll update Little Thief's simulation parameters. Can't wait to see what we find out from this new info.
The magic! We found out he got shot in the costume. Congrats. So the victim was wearing a costume with, I'm sorry, just a holographic costume on the ground. It's so good.
Holographic badger.
I will say this, the gunsman could not have been wearing a costume because he wouldn't be able to fire the gun.
Yeah.
So the victim was
God,
wearing...
can you imagine just dying in a badger costume? Can you imagine, like, you're fucking dressed up as, like, Mickey Mouse, you get shot and die in the Mickey Mouse costume.
Yo, Defunct Land, get on this.
God, have you watched that one Defunct Land video that's, like, about the fast passes?
I have not. I haven't watched Defunct Land in a while.
Oh my god. That one, it's... If I was just watching that video alone, it is a fucking treat. It goes from, like, class warfare.
Listen, I am
like
aware. Okay, I will say this. I am very aware of, like, the Disneyland gang subcultures.
It was so funny. It was like,
Yeah.
It was the Magic Kingdom. There was no Square Kingdom.
Yeah, yeah, I know about that. I haven't watched Defunctland in a while. If you want to know what my current, like, long-form video content binge-watching thing has been, I found, apparently Markiplier and Bob and Wade and all of them started a podcast called Distractable, and it is legit one of the most entertaining, like, things to watch. They're only, like, an hour long each, and it's just them talking shit. Or, like, just talking about random stuff. But that's the thing is, like, I don't like Markiplier, the, like, gameplay channel. I find it very boring. I don't think his like, gameplay stuff. When he does literally anything else, he is one of the most entertaining people, hands down. So the fact I found that, and it genuinely has constantly made me laugh. Like, the episode I watched recently, they were trying to find out the answer to the funniest joke in the world, and it eventually led to them finding, like, Oh, but they were just using AI generation, and there's one where they just put into the AI generation, like, knock knock, who's there? And it created this one that was like, knock knock, who's there? Go away, leave, who's there? Fuck off! It killed me. I was in the middle of Target listening to it, and I can only imagine, like, the people who saw me, like, buying, like, getting stuff just start, like, cracking up to myself. Anyways.
Yeah. And with that, we should be one step closer to the truth, right?
Oh, I guess I should also say the name of the podcast is Distractable. People should go listen to it. I see the recreation has changed in accordance with new information. Maybe closer, but now something else has caught my attention. No, leave me in the Matrix. I like the green. What do you want? Your testimony naturally. I'd like to hear it once more time, if you please.
Her eyes.
With old bag witness. I came to the stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other in that area. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot, and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. So,
does this mean Miss Oldback's testimony has a contradiction in it?
Yeah, she doesn't mention the costumes at all. Yeah, and I believe our best course of action is to compare it with your recreation.
See, I just knew Little Thief would be of help.
I really like Kay. I like her a lot.
I love her. Now let's see if we can pull more info from Miss Oldbag to put into the recreation.
For that, we must first find the contradiction in her testimony. Hold it! You mean you took a break from being the Pink Badger? You may not think it, but it's hard work. Oh, wait, yeah, no, yeah, we've already seen this one. Is it literally the same one we saw earlier?
It might be, yeah.
Oh my god.
You want to go out? Hold, let me go there out.
Yeah, you do that real quick. I think I know what I need to put it on. Because she doesn't mention the costume at all. Two men. Yeah, no. You're not mentioning the costume. Look at me, I'm so smart. Anyway. Two men. How did you know the gender of the two people involved? Oh, shit. I didn't even think about that. Huh. Because, yeah, anyone could have been under the costume. Seeing as the victim was wearing a costume at the time... Furthermore, I have another matter I'd like to inquire about. I'd very much like to know... So actually, how Edgeworth pointed it out is that she said two men, and he was like, well, how do you know the guy's gender underneath the costume? Why you failed to mention the costumes in your testimony? I'm beginning to doubt if you really witnessed the murder at all. But I'm telling you, I really did see it. I saw it with my very own eyes. From a seat in the second tier. The second tier.
Hey, didn't you say you saw it right in front of you earlier?
I was using the phrase in the metaphorical sense. I see our witness still has a screw loose in the metaphorical sense. No, it's in the literal sense. She's a robot. It only explains how she's lived for this long. The cushy seats in the second tier are reserved for hotshot VIPs, which is exactly why I go there now and again to take a nap.
I can't see how you could have gotten a good look from out there. It's so high up.
Were you able to see even the victim's costume from way up there? Well, I know I saw two people, but I couldn't really see what they looked like because they were in the stage's shadow.
It would have been boring to stay earlier.
My eyesight isn't what it used to be, you know. Not like when I was young.
Of course, they also limited flash and they make it easy, so care scroll it.
Let's return to our investigation, shall we, Kay?
You got it.
I'm so glad that we have the TI-85 of the fucking future. Okay.
So it probably would have been more in the shadows.
Yeah, we need to move it over. Yeah, it needs to be over here. It looks like they broke the stage down. Okay, that's...
I guess this means they're done for the day.
Why do you look so disappointed? Or maybe it's because a different show is scheduled to start its run tomorrow. They're showing the Star Wars one tomorrow. I'm very excited.
I've already gotten the ride today. So what is the showdown?
Information I input. The little thief can recreate more than just people. So investigate away. We may find some new info which will make a more accurate sim. Alright, sounds like a plan.
Sim!
Oh,
God, I was playing The Sims 3 today in Sims 4. I had to fucking mess with him around because he was all stuttery, but I missed it. So real good.
Sims.
So hold on, there's a child in my room, so I'm gonna be for a second.
Skye. You don't want the child to say hello to the recording? If that woman's testimony is to be believed, the murder occurred before the stage was broken down. You want me to input that a little bit of info into Little Thief? Yes, if you please. Okay. Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, if you remember when we got here at first, that means the stage was still, like, up.
Ooh.
Alright, so...
Oh.
Oh, what are you telling you thank you for?
I got her a little dolphin toy she wanted to play with.
Oh, there is clearly...
Wait, was the shooter on the ground and him on the stage? Because of the angle.
Yeah.
That would explain how it went up and through the... Because I was wondering, was like, if he shot him in the chest, why wouldn't the exit wound be in the back?
Yeah, that's what I'm also thinking, like...
Yeah. If he was up on the stage.
Well, what I was thinking is he just got really close up and pointed the gun, but I guess that means that the angles are reversed here.
Ooh.
Can I finish off the...
A contradiction here.
Look, she's even doing the same pose.
Oh,
Please stop stealing my lines.
come on. It wasn't that hard to see it coming, even for a layman like me.
I suppose, in any case, it's not possible for the killer to have stood here in that way, because there was a very real stage set up in the spot at the time.
Yeesh, I told you I got it. Do you feel the need to explain everything?
Listen, it makes me feel better. You don't have to point out my flaws. Yes, well, in any case, we still need to resolve this unusual situation.
Isn't it obvious? The killer was on top of the stage, naturally. Right, Miss Oldbeck?
Yes, I remember. Oh, sorry. Water went down, like spit went down my throat. Yes,
Take it.
I remember now. The killer was standing on top of the stage.
See?
Wait.
Now let me update the info in the simulation.
No.
It's the opposite.
It's the opposite, yeah. Bang.
But in the bullet wound, it wouldn't be like that.
Investigation complete. No, it's fucking not.
No.